It's your realtor Dave, and we are going to be talking about first-time homebuyer programs in Texas. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know where to come back to for more information. Now, in 2026, the definition of a first-time homebuyer is a legal status that resets. According to HUD guidelines, you qualify if you haven't owned a primary residence in the last 3 years. This also includes single parents who only owned a home with a former spouse, or someone who owned a home that wasn't permanently affixed to a foundation like a mobile home. If you fit this criteria, you have access to 5 major programs in Texas that can fundamentally change your closing costs. Now, the first one that we're going to talk about is TSAHC. That TSAHC program, which stands for the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. Now, this program offers 2 paths: Homes for Texas Heroes, for teachers, police, firefighters, and veterans, and Home Sweet Texas for all other professions. To qualify, you need a minimum credit score of 620, and you must meet income limits that typically top out at 115% of the area median income, so about $123,000 in the San Antonio region. The benefit is a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage paired with up to 5% of the loan amount in a down payment assistance. You can choose to take this as a grant that never has to be repaid, or a forgivable second lien that disappears if you stay in the house for just 3 years. Now, this program is unique because it can be stacked with a mortgage credit certificate, providing a dollar-for-dollar federal tax credit of up to $2,000 every year you live in the home. Now, second is the TDHCA, My First Texas Home program. Now, this is the official state-run initiative for true first-time buyers. To qualify, you cannot have owned in the 3 years, though this is waived for veterans. You need a 620 credit score for FHA and VA loans and should aim for 640 for conventional options. Income limits are based on the household size and county, generally capping out around $85,000 to $119,000. Provides up to 5% assistance as a 0% interest. No payment, second lien. This means that the assistance sits quietly in the background. You don't make a single payment on it. It is only repaid if you sell, refinance, or pay off the main mortgage, effectively acting as an interest-free loan from the state to cover your entry cost. Third is the SETH 5-Star Texas Advantage program. This is a regional program operating nearly statewide. Unlike the others, it often doesn't require you to be a first-time home buyer. You qualify based off of a 640 credit score and meeting the income limits of your area that you live in. Now, the benefit is up to 5% assistance with a 3-year forgiveness timeline. If you live in the house as your primary residence for 36 months, the entire assistance amount is wiped off the books. This is the fastest debt assurance option in Texas, making it the top choice for buyers who want the most equity in the shortest amount of time. Fourth is the USDA Rural Development Loan. This is a federal program that focuses on rural areas, which in Texas includes many growing suburbs. This program is unique because it offers 100% financing, meaning 0 down payment. In 2026, the income limits for a 1 to 4 person household have increased to roughly $119,850. The house must be your primary residence and located in a USDA eligible zone. Because you aren't putting money down, you can use your savings to cover closing costs or buy down your interest rate. If you pair a 0% down USDA loan with a seller's concessions, you can effectively buy a home with almost no money out of your own pocket. Now, finally, for those buying within the San Antonio city limits, the HIP 80 and HIP 120 programs are arguably the most generous in the state. These are city-funded grants. HIP 80 is for households at or below 80% of the area median income and offers up to $30,000 in assistance. HIP 120 is for households up to 120% of the median, which can be up to $115,000 or more for a family of 4 and offers up to $15,000. These are 0% interest, no payment, second loans. For HIP 80, the entire amount is forgiven in 5 to 10 years. For HIP 120, 75% of the loan is forgiven over 10 years. You are required to contribute at least $500 of your own money, but in exchange, the city is giving you a massive head start on your equity. Now, across all of these programs, the common threads are clear. You need a credit score in the 620 to 640 range. You must occupy the home as your primary residence, and you have to complete a standard 8-hour home buyer education course. Now, these programs are designed to bridge the gap between today's home prices and your savings account. If you want to know which of these 5 programs has the most funding remaining for the current quarter, or if you want to verify the specific income limits for your household size, send me a message. We can check it out together. Now let's look at the data and see which one puts the most money back into your pocket.